have been right next to you. Maybe I could have won some too. And I said, I don't know, but I'm having fun.
Well, we didn't even really go. That was the first time in a while. It was last night and just that, because the last time I ever did that, I went into a place, I think it was the Nugget, and I said, you know, all right, so we have our big whopping $20 a piece. Well,
Yeah.
we don't do anything now, so the play.
Yeah.
Then you lose it.
Yeah.
And then what killed me is every time, it was so dead in there that night again, and every time I would get up from the machine, whatever it was, somebody would magically appear in that sector, magically sit down right at the machine I'd been, and within 5 rows get some kind of meaningful prize. It's like, you should wait till I was up.
The door, yeah. I've gone from one, staying at this, like, I go up to South Lake Tahoe a lot because my dad owned a cabin and my sister's living in the cabin right now. And my mom just passed away. And even though there was 5 of us, one of my brothers passed away a while back. And so now there's only 4 of us, but only 2 of us are, I'm conservator over my parents' estate. And me and my brother own where my sister lives. So I'm telling her I have 6 years till I retire, because I'm doing it at 60 because I can get the survivor's benefit. My husband passed away. And so I had told her, I said, you're out because I don't want nobody living with me, so you better start saving your money. And she laughed and she said, come on, let's go to the casino. And I said, that's not saving money. And she was laughing and she says, oh, come on. So we go to the casino. I started Harvey's. Then I won some money. Then we went through the under thing and went over to Harris. And I won another 100 and something. And then they have a Dottie's in between Harris and Mount Blue. And I said, oh, let's go into Dottie's. I haven't been into a Dottie's in a long time. And I like to play the little Chinese babies. I don't know what their name
is. That
but
the
it
one
has
that,
the tree.
Is that with the tree?
With the tree.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
I know the one because they have one at the Sands now too.
Oh,
yeah,
do they?
Yeah.
So she sits next to me, and my brother-in-law's next to her. And then he says, I told him, I'm just going to put 20 in here and see how I do. And then my sister says, okay. So we're sitting there, and I'm like down to like $6. And all of a sudden, I get all the coins that fall, and I won $127 on the machine. So then we go to Mount Blue, and my sister says, before we eat, let's have a drink at the bar. And I said, okay. So we sit at the bar, and I don't know where my head was at, because I'm not really on the poker thing, and because it just doesn't interest me. So I was trying to put my card in where the money comes out, and then the money in where the ticket comes out. I'm like, okay. So the bartender says, he kind of chuckled at me, and I said, can you tell I don't really gamble that much? And then my brother-in-law says, but ask her how much money she won already. And then he chuckled and he goes, okay, do this, this, and this. And I said, okay. And then he asked me what I wanted to drink, and I told him, and the next thing I know, instead of doing the right, picking how much you wanted, I hit it, and it took the whole 20, but it hit. And I won 500, and I think it was 540 something. And my sister was like, oh my God, you didn't even know what you were doing.
When you play, do you bet like the minimum or something close to it, or do you bet a little higher?
No, I bet higher than the minimum.
Higher than it.
Yeah.
See, that's part of our trouble.
Yeah.
What we look at is we say we look at it, if we play the 20, 30, 50 cent or 40, whatever in there, we look at it, well, at least we get a little more play out of it or something.
Yeah.
I think what especially I have a hard time with is, see, my wife, when she played once, she didn't win like, I don't know, $65, $80 at that Titanic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she's betting $1. She'd say, well, you get a few more features and things. And
Yeah.
see, with me,
See, and that's why I won.
Because if you lose, see, $20, 20 spins for $1. $20, 40 spins for 50 cents. $20, a lot more spins for 20. That's how I.
Well, you know, when I won the money at the Sam's the other day, I was betting $1 a hand, and within 3 hands is when I won the 85 something. So I pulled it out, I put a 20 in, and I still went for $1 again. And I ended up winning like another 40 something. Then I won 50 something. I did it 4 times, and then I said forget it, because I was like 280 something. I came off the machine with using the original money that I had. And then when I played at South Lake Tahoe and I did the Sex in the City, I didn't do the minimum, but I did the one that it had like 50 cents. And so, but I noticed there was like 50 cents here, here, and here, and there were different buttons, but all were like 50 cents a bet. So when I hit the first time, I was playing like the first button, and then I thought, I'm gonna try the second button. And I hit again on the second, and I did it with the third. When I went to the fourth button, after 3 spins, it didn't give me nothing. I thought, I'm cashing out, because this is all it's gonna give me. And I just kind of felt that way, and my sister and my aunt and everybody looks at me and they said, sorry, this is how I gamble.
And that's how I get skittish. It's like I said, I play the cheapo, and I know, we're saying over a long period of time, the only game that's a machine, because those electric machines, they'll work off a clock generator, so it's like, you see it spin, you're
you hear it spinning.
but it already knows what it's going to give you, so it's already decided.
Oh yeah, it's programmed.
And the only thing is, when you get in that, for me, it's that Spartacus game, because the feature in that particular game is a bit of an oldie, not real old, but it's a bit of an oldie. And at that time, what they were doing with that series was, if you get in the feature, in the feature only, you could stop it, or you stop it is where it stops. Secondly, in there, they have those things that say, like, they look like red stickers, I call them, and they say Spartacus and stuff. If you see those coming down in the feature only, and you stop it, if you stop it anywhere at all in visibility on the screen, it goes boom, like a big explosion. It'll boom, the whole line, boom, boom, and it jumps over too. So, for me, that used to be a lucky game, because many times I go up, I will find my 50 cents. Why, look, I've got at least 3 Coliseums. I'm going to get at least 3 spins with them. And so usually I win, like, quite often I would win, depending on the place, it would be $60 or $70 for getting a bunch of stickers and this other people. And then what I do is I go, instead of raising the bet or something and see if I can get anything else, I go, I won, bye.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sometimes you have to do that, because if you don't, then you leave it.
I always think, would I have gotten more, but it's like, at least I know I have, this is like 2 or 3 times what I came in with, that's winning for me, you know? If they wanted to give me more, like a screen full of stickers and melt the machine, why should
I never used to play the machines. What I like to play is roulette. Yeah. And when my dad was alive, I used to like to go with him to Vegas, because he always played the crap table, and I'd stand next to him. I seen him win hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I also seen him one time lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. But, you know, he had the money. He owned his own construction company, built Broadway Mall, Eastridge Mall. He built Lockheed. That's how old my dad was. And he just had a good business going, and so he had money, and that's why he has a property in Lake Tahoe and Big Bear Mountain, and you know, he did very well.
He's obviously got the touch.
Yeah, yeah. So there was times when we'd go, and I was young and couldn't go in, but I would ask him, "Are you winning, Dad?" And he'd say, "Yes." "Why? What do you want?" You know.
The way my luck usually runs, I feel if I put $1 on everything in the roulette wheel except green 00, guess what will come up?
out of your hair.
I don't even have any hair left. My wife says, well, there's something you might be able to do for 4 years. What if Trump gets in and he's a vice president? You got hair worse than this.
Oh, I hope not. He's you know, people say, oh, he's a good businessman. Do you realize how many times he got bankrupt and how many people's lives he affected his bankruptcy and all the bull that he is? Sorry, but I just don't kind of like him. You know what?
Can I borrow that pen for 2 seconds? I'll need it right back, I promise.
Okay, you're welcome.
You know, one of his enterprises, one of them was, in the background was an investor in one of the beer systems. And so that was hard, in a microscopic way maybe for them, big for us, but small for them.
Yeah.
That made him a part of even that nugget venture for a couple of years. And you know what they did now, speaking of that, when I talked to some of the people a couple of weeks ago, and then against some different yet employees of
Yeah.
Nugget last night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, you're welcome.
And
You have a good day.
You also, thank you.
they said that, oh yeah, Marnell's letting them keep their jobs all right, all of them, any department, anything. However, they all have to reapply for their job with Marnell. And I said, right off the bat, that's all seniority. And I said, yeah.
Yeah, because there's no dummies. They're going to go in and try to get rid of the people who really have seniority.
I don't go to Nugget to
I
get
don't-
their new shiny $1, $2, $10 minimum, push button.
I don't go to the Nugget because I used to, when I lived in California, I used to get comp rooms and all sorts of stuff, and that's the only time I went. When I moved here, I went to the Nugget, let me think. I think it was November of last year, and that was because a friend said, let's go have dinner in the steakhouse. I'll never go back. It wasn't worth it. And I'm like, Ruby River Steakhouse across the street from the Pepper Mill is way bigger, better.
As
Their
you can
food
tell
is
by
better.
Sidney Greenstreet Jr. here, one of the things I like is the awful burger, because I'm an old diner type person, dinosaur. So I go for that, but I sometimes they got a Starbucks in there, and we have a nice Lowe's cards, and Micro Squish buys a lot of things all the time. So, for me, it's like, a nice walk around the place.
Yeah.
Most people are, they're pretty nice as people. Well, I can get my waffle burgers and give me 2 weeks. But, I wouldn't go there if they just had like anybody, if they went like, oh God, when the Circus was for sale last summer.
Oh, was it? I didn't even know
It
that.
was, that's been sold again, I forget
I
which one.
thought the El Dorado one.
Yeah, that was too, but the Circus was put up for sale a year ago, June.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot who bought it, I know it was MGM. But they didn't want to honor MGM while they were, going through their sale.
Yeah.
And I've got to tell you, I would tell people to stay in this section right here than what I saw at Circus last year. My God. Some of the hallways just in Circus Street. And there's this area on it's between Circus, and I don't know, it's
Between Circus
the
and...
kids arcade, and
Oh, yeah.
as you're going around, there's some restaurants and like the deli.
Yes.
That deli, even though it looked clean, always smelled in the hallway and in the place like powdered milk. I just always did. Every smell out of milk.
Wow.
So it's like, I don't really know if I like this place.
Yeah. Well, I went the other day downtown because we were Brittany, who works here, it was her birthday. So we decided just the girls were gonna go out, and we went, and I didn't think to call and get reservations for Itchy Bonds in Harris because we wanted sushi.
Mhm.
And first they told us, oh, okay, we could get you in at 7:30, and then another girl says, oh no, we're booked until 9 o'clock at night. We said, forget it. So we went across and we went to Circus, and they have a sushi place, and it was pretty good, and you could see the fresh and everything. So I was like, okay, that's not too bad, considering it isn't by San Francisco or
Something really fresh.
yeah. And I had not had sushi here yet, and I've been here more than a year. And I thought, oh, well, the sushi isn't so bad. And I wanted to eat more, but I couldn't. Believe me, I tried. And then Chica never had sake. So I told the lady, okay, do you have the cold sake, but the mild one? I said, because she's never had sake before, and I don't want her to have the hot because it's really harsh. And I said, and the other one that is kind of not clear, I said, is kind of harsh as well. And she says, oh, I know which one you mean. And I said, okay. And I was laughing at her because she says, ooh, this is still bad. I said, pretend it's tequila. And she goes, yeah, it is going to kill me. And I was laughing at her. And I said, oh, come on, you can do it. Don't be such a baby. I don't have my desk room. I don't know what happened to it. Somebody took it. Yeah, really. It seems like in here, these rooms.
We used to have that Southwest Farm, way south. Way south, almost Indiana. And anybody with any kind of house, small house, no house, anywhere in the city, anywhere at all, if you go through, you could literally heat the place. And as soon as it dried, by that evening, you couldn't come like this, especially on the hill, so it looks kind of like one foot high black silk.
Wow.
Garbage here all the time.
Well, that's all this place is. It's got a lot of sand and dirt. I know we're in the desert. I keep forgetting I'm in the desert. Yesterday I did I mowed lawn because I have a little house, and I mowed the lawn, and I have a 2-pound chihuahua, and I'm like, okay, you have to stay in the house. I might chop you up with the grass because the grass was like this big. Me and my son came to help me, and he goes, boy, this got pretty out of hand, huh? And I said, well, this is really the first week that you can really do anything. And he goes, okay, Mom, you better keep it up. And I said, I am, because you're coming. You're doing it every couple of weeks.
And if you don't shut up, I'll get you a site.
Yeah. I said, so here's at it with the weed whacker. You need that done too. And he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to sweep, and I'm going to get the thing out and kill the dandelions. And he said, oh, okay. So,
Just for the 35 years ago, I was still kind of, I walk in and say, oh.
it's just making it for, yeah. I always tell them that when I pass by them, I said, I don't mind you doing that, but you better not move it all around. I said, because if you do, I'll call the police. And I said, and they're on speed dial for you.
What I do is like, I get some people early on, and say, oh, I don't like it. Yeah, I can stop it. And you're on your responsibility. So when I do, it's like,
Yeah, but they might jump you for all your good stuff.
See, when they do it on public radio, it isn't good property. So it's like, see, I've done enforcement work in the past, just running, I have all sorts of licenses in different states in the past, and including before Oregon in 1998 took over. Even then, I had about merchant control company that was licensed. And in those days, that's what any state knew not to. It was up to each county or town if it ordered, if it had nothing. In some places, Corvallis at the time. All it took was a $10 fee. You're probably the best dealer or something.
Really?
$10 fee and get 10 registered voter signatures supporting it. That's all you have to do to get a order. Some places, nothing. Yeehaw. But I went to Salem, and Salem said, this is Salem, this is how we do it. And what they did basically was they made you go through the same thing that the policeman did. The same background, the same thing, the same thing, and their thing, and so you have to go through the same rigorous stuff, and spend the time on it, go to it, and buy your license, and then you have a license, and you're merchant control. Of course, they gave you lots more tests, they gave you lots more rigorous,
Well, I guess they
and
wanted to make sure.
responsibility and duty, right? So, yeah, but, so no, that's why I'm not on the business. Tried my mind. If I did say something, I might say somebody bad to do it. She had next to it up. This guy, I don't know, he told the lady, I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm done. Have a good day.
Well, it's good to talk to you, Nate. I don't know, see, I'm hoping, don't take this wrong, I'm hoping we never see you again.
Wow.
Not here. But I'm seriously hoping that more my wife's watching that. So, these things, we know that, we can't see the office for capitalism. Long time ago in Chicago, before caps with the airlines, etc., so in the early 90s. In the late 80s and onward, we, and mostly my wife, had a corporate travel agency that right on Michigan and over in Chicago. So Marilyn Midland was our association president, etc. I used to say I was a member of the Chicago Convention Tourism Bureau. Jerry Chico, who used to be Daly Jr., first chief of staff, he of course was then, and where did they sit me? Back to the left. I got tons of pictures, but that was those days. So anyway, we understand about travel, we understand about business. We think this is a tourist town.
What do you think?
And we think May starts like the big season to say, I don't know what kind of person. So yeah, we know, and it's like, we are doing everything as strictly as everything else. Well, it's not our... We have also been world travelers, we've gone to places together or separately. We've gone to India for things, I've been, in my life, I've been to the old Bangkok and stuff. We were very fortunate here, it's like a military type thing, but, I wouldn't have... I think it was better before everyone, anywhere it goes, whether Latin America, if you were there, anywhere it was better. I think everything was better. I'll tell you what. You're supposed to say yes. But that's how everywhere. A lot of these younger people that, why would you want to not be on a vehicle? Why would you not want to? Why would you go fishing on a rural park? I do these things. If you want, you can watch me take it apart and put it back together blindfolded. You can watch. What many systems would you like installed? What do you need it to do? And at the same time, I'm one of the first that will tell you, take them all, find them everywhere they are, find a huge volcano, throw them and start over. I mean, Well, where they help people in emergencies or like infirm people or things where they help, that's good. But I mean, like that we're just living through them, like no. Can't, right? And as soon as, you know why though, see, whether it's any government today or say 10 years, 20, 30, the more people do that, the more they go, I got everything, but I'm so attached to it, I don't know what to do without it. Oh my God, I'll be away from it, what do I do? And that's not good for people. It's like fish, learn how to fish, learn how to hike, there's not ever happen. It's like, I'll vote for Hillary for president, Ted for vice president, McDonald, Secretary of State, I don't care. Gimme, whatever, gimme. I'm gonna make a deal with Putin, I'm gonna move to his part of the North Pole, no humidity, great sleeping weather, no pets. Okay, you too now. And continued good luck to you anyway.
presented for today. The guy next door is still home. Since there's no present basis to believe anyone will try to come by today, and yet we know in prior awareness that there may be yet again tomorrow. At this time, I'm going to stop live streaming, and as I did earlier, I will restart if possible, should something else occur. Otherwise, I will attempt to use this camera to